It's June 6, 2026, day 97 of the U.S.-Iran conflict. This weekend, the United States military struck two Iranian coastal surveillance radar sites, one on Qeshm Island and one in the city of Goruk, both located on the Strait of Hormuz. CENTCOM confirmed the strikes were carried out in self-defense, following the launch of 4 Iranian one-way attack drones toward regional maritime traffic in the strait. Iran responded within hours with 7 ballistic missiles fired toward U.S. military installations in Kuwait and Bahrain. All 7 failed to reach their targets. Iran then issued a warning, stating that continued U.S. strikes could result in a complete closure of the Strait of Hormuz. Here is a full breakdown of what happened, what was targeted, and what both sides are saying. Qeshm Island is the largest island in the Persian Gulf. It sits at the narrowest point of the Strait of Hormuz, approximately 21 nautical miles wide, through which roughly 20% of global oil supply passes daily. According to CENTCOM, Iranian forces had installed coastal surveillance radar on Qeshm Island as part of a network used to monitor maritime activity in the strait. The second location, Goruk, is a coastal town in Iran's Hormozgan province, also on the strait. CENTCOM identified it as a drone command and control site used to coordinate aerial operations over the waterway. CENTCOM's statement said U.S. forces shot down 4 Iranian one-way attack drones that were launched toward the strait and posed an immediate threat to regional maritime traffic. Following the drone intercepts, U.S. forces struck the radar site on Qeshm Island and the drone control station in Goruk, what CENTCOM described as self-defense strikes to prevent further attacks. This is the confirmed sequence of events according to U.S. Central Command. CENTCOM did not publicly specify which aircraft or weapons were used in these strikes. Based on open-source defense reporting and the nature of the targets, aviation analysts have identified the EA-18G Growler as the most likely platform used for radar suppression. The Growler is an electronic warfare aircraft operated by the U.S. Navy. It is designed to locate and destroy enemy radar systems using anti-radiation missiles, weapons that home in on radar signal emissions. The EA-18G Growlers involved in Operation Epic Fury have been confirmed by the U.S. Navy through official photographs as operating from the USS Abraham Lincoln in the Arabian Sea. F-35s have also been confirmed as operating in the region and have been used in previous strike packages in this conflict. Neither the specific aircraft nor the exact munitions used in this weekend's strikes have been officially confirmed by CENTCOM. Following the U.S. strikes, Iran launched 7 ballistic missiles toward Kuwait and Bahrain. CENTCOM confirmed that 6 missiles were intercepted by U.S. and allied air defense systems. The 7th did not reach its intended target. CENTCOM stated there were no reports of harm to U.S. personnel and that Iranian claims of damaging U.S. 5th Fleet headquarters in Bahrain were false. The Kuwaiti military confirmed its air defense systems activated and neutralized incoming threats. Iran's foreign ministry stated that the U.S. strikes on Qeshm Island and a telecommunications tower constituted violations of the ongoing ceasefire agreement and of international law. Iran also accused Kuwait and Bahrain of enabling the attacks by allowing their territory to be used in the operations. Iran stated its ballistic missile response targeted U.S. military bases in the region in response to what it described as American aggression against Iranian territory. Following these exchanges, Iran issued a formal warning stating that if U.S. military strikes on Iranian territory continue, Iran reserves the right to respond with a complete closure of the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz closure has been a recurring point of tension in this conflict and in previous U.S.-Iran standoffs. A closure would affect oil shipments to Europe, Asia, and global markets. Analysts have previously estimated that even a partial disruption could push oil prices significantly higher. As of June 6th, the strait remains open to commercial traffic. Both sides have described their actions as defensive. CENTCOM called its strike self-defense in response to Iranian drone attacks on maritime traffic. Iran called its missile response a retaliation for what it described as unprovoked U.S. aggression against Iranian soil. Peace negotiations between the U.S. and Iran remain ongoing through mediators. Trump stated this week that discussions with Tehran continue. Iran suspended contact with mediators on at least one occasion this week, citing conditions related to Lebanon before nuclear talks could proceed. The situation remains active and developing. That is the confirmed picture as of June 6, 2026. U.S. forces struck 2 Iranian radar and drone control sites on the Strait of Hormuz. Iran launched 7 ballistic missiles at U.S. military installations in Kuwait and Bahrain. All 7 were intercepted or failed. Iran threatened a Strait of Hormuz closure. Peace talks remain ongoing. What do you think this means for the next phase of negotiations? Drop your country and your read in the comments below. Subscribe for daily factual breakdowns on this conflict and global news. This is Adrian Cross. I will see you tomorrow.